Hey guys, got a short one today for you. I was over at my friend Mark's house the other day, and we've seen lots of Mark's cars over the years. What he's got here today is a 1978 Lincoln Town Car that used to belong to his parents, I guess. And Mark ended up with the car and put it in a sea can probably 25 years ago, and recently has brought it home and thought it would be fun to try and get it running again. Some of you met our friend Derry. He has a car show once a year that we always go to, and this year Mark thought it would be fun to take the old town car to Derry. So that's our goal, try to get that thing ready. It's going to need brakes and a bunch of other stuff as well. But Derry's a big fan of those 70s Ford boats, so if you're going to go to Derry's show, you might as well have a powder blue 78 town car with blue leather. It's a really sweet old girl, not too many miles and pretty clean. So let's wander over to Mark's and see if we can get it running. Hey friends, what are we doing today? We're back at Mark's house. It's Continental Town Car time. This is, what year, Mark? 77? 1978. Lincoln Town Car. And yeah, we had a brief look at this earlier. Mark's gotten it all detailed inside. Look at that. Just looks great in here. What a nice unit. And not a running car currently. So it's been in a sea can for over 20 years. So we thought we should get the old 460 to go. And so I'm gonna start today by just pulling the carb. Mark and his friend Willie tried starting it, and you said it'll flash, but it won't stay running, right? Yeah. So everything's pointing to the usual plugged up carburetor. I'm hoping it's the usual, like we clean it and put an accelerator pump and clean the idle circuit out, and I bet you she goes. So we're gonna get started. We'll see how far we get. 79,000 miles, eh? These cars have a lot of vacuum tubes. If you like vacuum hoses, this is your car. Just to get the lid off the air cleaner, we got vacuum hoses. I'm not even gonna try to figure out what those are. We got some more mayhem over here. She smells like old gas. I'm just gonna flip that guy over here, leave her hooked up at this. And there we go. All right, it's a Motorcraft. I don't remember the model number, but it's something. Wow, there's a lot of shit attached to this. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take a few pictures first. That took a lot longer than you might think. Oh my God, this thing weighs 150 pounds. There we go. Come on. Is everything undone now? I hope so. Yes. Okay. I've never worked on one of these, but I guess in the spirit of it's a carb's a carb, more or less. I won't say a carb's a carb, but they're all carbs. Let's just say that. Yep. I think the best thing to do, we should disassemble it and then pick what we're gonna do here. We'll just see how it goes here. Let's rip into it. Quite a monster.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the gigantic carburetor apart, and could be worse. Lots of debris, but it's not super crusty. It's just old gas and a lot of crud and everything. But it's not all sea solid. There's no pieces here that aren't salvageable. So, but this is a big job. These are quite a monster. So I'm gonna take it back to my place and we're gonna clean it up and fiddle around with it and bring it back and fire it back onto the Lincoln here and see how she goes. Looks like we got the right kit, so that's good news. Okay, we're back at Mark's with the refreshed Autolite or Motorcraft, whatever this is, 3500 or something carburetor. Spent the weekend playing with it, got her tidied up, carb kit, blah blah, gaskets, blah blah. Let's hammer it back on the old canoe here and see what happens. You almost need two hands to lift this baby. Hang on a second. I can't even reach the carburetor.
Very close.
Yeah, it's like 6 feet in there. Oh, you gotta remember, I've been working on a Renault for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
The whole car doesn't weigh as much as this engine.
Parked it in your trunk.
Spare. You don't need a spare tire in this car. You just need a spare car. Only a couple bolts, but 54 vacuum hoses to hook up.
Yeah. We put the bolts in the Ardrossan cleaner, so they should be.
Oh yeah, they're great. Yeah, perfect. Right on. Thanks for getting those ready. I know Jane's super excited to see this one going. So.
Yeah. She's pretty excited about the first Lincoln show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, Mark, there's a Lincoln show coming. We need the powder blue grandma mobile. Well, you know who is excited is our buddy Dean.
Oh.
He wanted to be here, but Rotten Dean still has a job. Nice that there's no metric on it yet. 77.
Was before their time.
Well, the speedometer's metric, isn't it? 77. I think that's the year they switched in Canada. We're ready for our first attempt to fire the Continental in something like 25 years, eh?
Yeah.
So the idea is that it's going to run on this suspended fuel pressure system, and we're going to try, I've taken the fuel pump outlet and we're going to run that into a container for waste until we see clean fuel coming out of the line. The tank was empty, so we're just trying to clean out the line before we gum up the new carburetor, or clean carburetor, we hope. So that's it. I'm just going to turn the key and see what happens. We have no idea.
It's on the dash.
Keys are on the dash.
Yeah.
You on fire watch, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back here.
Boy, Jane would be happy, eh?
Yeah.
Oh well. How do you know she hasn't paid me off?
Yeah.
Oh, lots of buzzing.
Yeah.
That was something. She fired right up.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm going to refill the gas container here and we'll see what happens. Okay, got the idle speed turned down and we're just pumping the old fuel out. A lot of it in there. It'll take a few minutes. Okay, that's about how far we got on the town car this week. I'll be back over to Mark's as soon as I can. He's gone out of town for a week or so, but we're going to go back. I've got the fuel tank drained now. I didn't make you guys watch me pump 12 gallons of stale gas out of that thing through the fuel pump, but at least the fuel pump's working. Car seems to run pretty good. Still some work to do. The choke's not coming off properly and a few other little details, but I think we'll get her running well, and then it's going to go for brakes and hoses and, you know, the usual recommissioning type stuff. I'm hoping the next time we see this car we'll be going for a test drive. Right, well, we'll see everybody on the weekend. We've got lots left to do on our 47 Chrysler Junker Challenge here. This thing, you know, big surprise, it's slightly worse than we thought. Anyhow, looking forward to hanging out with everybody on Saturday, and me and Frankers will see you guys then. Cheers. He's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.